everyone. How are you guys today? So me and Eris, if you can see him, are going to pick today's prompt. Aren't we, Eris? Are you going to come and say hi? What are we picking today? It's a lovely day. I have the window open, so... Ooh, Joker. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I get to pick one. The one I want to do today. What are we going to pick, Eris? See, we still have red, tea bags, ink, bloom, stencil, blob, doodle, music, zigzag, shape, circles, pictures from magazine, or use one color. So shape, circles, zigzag. I'm just picking out ones I feel like doing today. Not blob, not stencil, bloom, ink, tea bag. Okay, so now I've got use one color or picture from magazine, circles, zigzag shape. So I kind of already did circles a while ago. Use one color. So now it's shape or zigzag. Eris, pick one. Oh, I guess we're doing shape. I don't know. Shape it is, guys. Let me gather some surprises. No, I don't have any. Gather some supplies and figure out what I'm going to do with shape. Woohoo! Okay, shapes. So I have this 12 by 12. It's pretty thick. I'm not very fond of this pattern, although it's pretty, but anyway, I'm going to make some shapes on this, cut them out, and create an abstract with it. So, shapes. I always tend to go with circles a lot. And I know I have a prompt that is specifically circles, so I'm not going to do that. Squares and stuff. So I thought I would just write my name, like, you know, like in blocks. And it doesn't matter, like, what it looks like, because I think I'm more interested in the negative shapes. Now, this isn't my idea. I think I got it off of Pinterest somewhere. So you can just write words, letters, or something. And you can just turn the page, you know. It doesn't have to be, because you're just really making shapes. Oh well, getting smaller. And I guess I'm doing these all capitals. So be pretty free about it. Don't think about it too much. Just kind of go with it and see. You'll see here in a minute when I cut them out. I suppose it helps. You could do a saying or a quote or something. You don't have to write your name. I just thought I have a long name and it should fill up this page if I can keep track of spelling it as I'm doing it. I have lots of K's. I just now really noticed. Let's do a long K. To you. Oh, I forgot the U. Did you guys catch that? U, R-A-H-M-C-K-I-T-T-E-R-I-C-K. Just fill up this blank spot with what? Oh, let's just go with a heart, shall we? Okay, so now all I'm going to do is just cut these out, but I'm not going to be real picky because you're going to be creating shapes out of it. I'll show you here what I mean. So basically, you could just do, hold on, let me just do this. So when you flip these over, this is a little difficult. So this is a shape, right? And this is a shape. And even this blank negative spot here is a shape. So I'm going to cut these out. I'll do a few more in case you're confused if I'm not explaining this right. So basically, you could just do this, right? And cut around and see what shapes you're left, even with the negative spots. Say like this will be an interesting one if I can. Forgot to turn my phone on silent, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's a shape. This is a shape. When I cut these letters out, this thing will be a shape. You know what I mean? So if I went like this, that's a shape. Does that make sense? That's a shape. These are all shapes. Even this triangle and even this is a shape too. So I think you guys kind of get the gist of it, right? Although I do want the heart to be recognizable. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out and share the shapes with you, and then I'm going to trace some of these shapes in my journal and paint them. So one second here, let me finish this, and I even got my color wheel out because I'm trying to explore different colors, and I was thinking about mixing some paints, but I don't have time for that today, I don't think. So here's a shape, but we can kind of recognize it. But if we want to maybe just do that, and that is a shape. That's, or we could just do that, and that's a shape. So anyway, you get the idea. So where did I brought my color wheel out? Oh yeah, so I have this color wheel, and I wanted to use purple. So I decided to do the split complementary. Yes, so I got my purple and my yellow are going to be my two main colors. And then of course it says on here for a triad, orange. Well, I don't really have a good orange, so I'm going to mix some green and red. And I could bring in some of this green and some of this red into the painting too. So those are my thoughts. I'm going to finish cutting these out, see if I can cut some cool shapes out of here, and I'll be right back with you. Sorry guys, I messed up. Red and yellow make orange. I was just sitting here going, what? Red and green do not make orange. It would probably make a interesting brown. So sorry guys, you probably knew that already. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so that's Roscoe. Say hi, Roscoe. What you doing? And then we've got Bobo, which is Rolo, on my chair. Yes, he's a big Boston. Whoop, I'm going to turn so you guys can see the chair that yep. And then over here, where'd Riley go? There's Riley sniffing butts. He's my big snorer. Riley! Yes, we don't need to be watching that. Here's my rolly chair that I never get to sit on because Roscoe likes to sleep on it. And then the futon, you know, see guys, I like try to keep these guys in luxury. And then you can see my desk if you want. And then there's my little thing where I put my iPad on up there in my window. And this is where we're at so far. So yeah, and that's where they like to sit under the desk and snore. Hi Rolo, he's a big Boston. Yeah, he's kind of an anomaly, I guess. Anyway, guys, that's the puppies. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of them in my videos, I can sure do that. No problem. Oops, sorry. So let's get back to, shall we get back to it, Rolo? Yeah? Okay, friends, this is a second take on this project because I did not like what happened in the last painting session, so I'm starting over. You'll probably, if you're probably noticed with the footage with the puppies, you saw parts of it, but turned out not great. So I am just sticking with 2 colors, I think, and some white, and I'm going to use both pages. So I'm going to trace some shapes with my China marker, and yeah, I'm probably going to hopefully finish this video today. I know, you know, I have been pretty vulnerable and showed you pretty much honest process, but sometimes there's a limit. Sometimes we make bad art, and that's just, you know, I was thinking maybe leave it, but then I was like, no, we're just gonna try this again. So I think what happened was too many colors. This is a new process for me, using shapes. I mean, we use shapes anyway, but like actual, you know, the prompt says shape. So I kind of really wanted to, I love this concept, you know, of cutting shapes out and doing an abstract. So I'm going to keep with that. We can obviously put in some shapes that we recognize. Our brain recognizes this might be an R, facing the right direction. And then we could just flip it like that. So I'm going to go a little more simple this time. I mean, I would have loved to have shown you, but this video would have been way too long, and I didn't want to keep you guys, because if you do film YouTube videos, then you know you can see your click-through rate on how far people actually watch on your videos, and stuff like that. So I don't want to bore you and you know whatnot. So I am just picking, not going to be too picky. I think I'm keeping my shapes towards the middle to some degree this time. Leaving some more negative space on the outside for something else, like other shapes. So that's kind of what I've learned from the last one that I did. Okay, there's that one. What other one could we use? We'll use And in the other video, my cat jumped up and stepped in paint across my painting. It was kind of funny, but then I had to stop the video and catch him, and before he got paint all over the house, he was not happy. He wants to go outside. I normally don't let him out. I normally let him out at night, but he's like, nope, I want to go out now. All right, let's just stick with this. Okay, so this time, thinking I'm going to do this different. I'm going to do the background white, just a light white per base. I'm going to use, I was going to use my bigger brush, but I'll just use this. Nope, why not? I love using this brush. Get some more. All right, here we go. Let's try this again, guys. Because I think, ooh, now my shapes aren't going to show. Well, they might a little bit. Well, that was another fail. Oh, well. Just do it again, huh? I should have known that, huh? Oh, well. So what I think I'm going to do, since you get the gist, I'm going to finish this, put the shapes back down, and then we will color them in purple, because that's what I did at the beginning of the last one, and I really liked that. So maybe if I should stick with what I know, do the background first. Maybe that's what we're going to do right now. We'll just do the background, because that's normally how I work. I think I was trying to do something I normally don't do, which was a nice experiment, but we will just keep doing what I know how to do. Does that make sense? I'm rambling. I'm gonna shush. I'm just gonna okay, I'm gonna let that dry and pick out my shapes. We're gonna leave it. Leave it. All right, I'll be back and we'll mark those shapes down. Okay, I'm ready for this. I picked out some shapes here, so I'll lay them out for you. Probably easier to see this way. Just lay them out and see if I'm going to use them all. I don't know. But I'm using 2 pages. On the last one, I used one side. And maybe that's part of my problem, is it's hard for me to work small. Don't know. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. Maybe I want to be a little more thoughtful on where I put these, maybe. What do you think? I think that might be too random. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Maybe I just want it in the, we can just try it out. Let's see. Get another usual shape, maybe. That off. Let's pick some other shapes. Because you could really, suppose if you want your eye to move around the canvas, right? Wouldn't you? I have no idea. puppies are snoring now. Let's see. Kind of like these long pieces for some reason. Definitely want to keep the M. Keep that there. Okay, so maybe these kind of connect. Leaving it. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna mark these. I don't feel like you need to watch me do that, so I just kind of wanted to show you the process again, where my brain goes when I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Again, like I've said in my other videos, I really enjoy watching artists figure things out, their process. All right. Hey, you know what? I was tracing these things, and I thought, you know, as much as I don't like this paper, maybe we should just glue these down. You want to do that? I mean, I kind of enjoyed painting in all those, but why not, guys? Why not? Let's just glue these on. I decided as I was tracing, and the paper's kind of wet, and I was staring some of it too, so plus it'll give it some texture. Boy, I'm sorry, guys, my puppies. That would be Riley. Yep, Riley. Nope. Right, I'm gonna glue these down, guys, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm already starting to feel better now. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't think about this in the first place, but that's okay. So now the next question is, should I use purple? We can test it. Or should I use the green but darken it up? So let me get the water off of here. Just try a little bit of purple. Yes, Riley. Test it. We'll do a test. No. Yeah, don't like it. So I think I'm going to stick with green. Let me find a color to darken the green up with. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I have some true navy. I know it's not blue, but do a tiny bit. Because I know yellow and blue make green. I can make this a bluey yellow. I mean a bluey green. Oh my gosh. That might work because that's almost the color what's in here. So ooh, pretty good match. What the heck? Maybe we could use our big brush. I know I'm wiping it off, but very happy with that color. Okay, let's get this big brush cleaned out. Put it in some clear water here. Do you guys, when you paint, do you use 2 jars or vessels of water? I never used to. I don't know. Back in the day, I never thought of it. But now I try to when I think about it. All right. here we go. Kind of just wanted to do that. I'm gonna keep it simple. Create some texture, obviously, as you know I like, where you can still see the shapes. Yeah, I hope you guys are playing around with your art supplies and trying new things, and hopefully not getting upset if it doesn't turn out, because you know what, in your journal you can just flip the page and start over, or just start again the next day, right? I don't know. Don't really know what I'm doing. What I could do too on top of this is draw some shapes in green. So you can still see the cutout shapes, right? Just trying to cover up some of those marks. And then we could, I'm gonna leave it. Isn't that a pretty color? Ooh. Okay, so then I was thinking, before we finish, I know this isn't too spectacular, but it's better than the one I had before. We could draw some shapes, and I don't know, we could draw in green. I have a green colored pencil. And I really don't know what else. Gotta let that dry though for a few minutes. Some of these shapes aren't sticking down because I used heavy cardstock. If you are going to use your shapes and glue them down, just regular paper will do. But kind of turned out just fine. Happy little accident. So let's just try this because it's drier over here. I don't think that green. Do I have a green Posca? It's not the right color green though. I do have... can't really see it. What if we do a white China marker? Will that show up? Ooh, yeah, that'll show up a little bit better, maybe. Okay. And what if we colored that in or used white paint? Get some more white. If we went like that, what are we thinking? Kind of bring some of that together. Incorporate that shape in there. So if we're gonna do that, then we can just get another shape like this R, put it upside down and just trace it in the white. Make it simpler for ourselves. Lift that up, fill it in. Did I do that, or did that line end there, like there? We could even do it on top of a shape. Hey, where did I had a heart? Let's find it. Suppose I could just paint it, couldn't I? Let's do the U. See what happens. Yes, Roscoe. Are you eating your foot down there? Okay, interesting. Well, at least the colors are cool and the shapes are cool. Now, whether this all goes together or not, I don't know. I could just add maybe more of that green on here, like that. Anyway, it's been fun playing with this. I hope you try it. I'm gonna play around with it a little more. I feel like I'm getting away from that green, so let me add some more green. Hello, Roscoe. Roscoe wants up in the chair because Riley's in your chair. I know. Okay, let's see. Not sure. Still kind of seems kind of muddy, but a little bit. Should take a peek and see what it looks like through the camera. Pull the curtain. Can you see it better now? I don't know, guys. Wonder if I just lift this off instead. I'm making a mess. See what this side does. I think I just don't like the sticky uppy bits. Now that's looking a lot more abstract. I like it better for some reason. What do you guys think? Should I have left these on here? Can't really see those. Let's see. Right, okay. So now what are we gonna do? Just gonna paint that in, maybe. It's subtle, all right. Maybe that is... So, you know how on some of my other videos I said, hey, I'm going to do this again. This is probably one that I won't do again. Oh, watch me say that. And then, I don't know. Can't remember what was that shape. Just create a shape. Shall we? So for me, this looks better. I don't know about you guys, but I like this better. I love the different greens. So, you know, maybe not too bad, right? Create another color, doing color mixing, which is cool. We've got texture. What else do we have going on in here? Some nice painty strokes, brush strokes, I should say. So this didn't turn out too... I like this way better. Funny how I was about to give up and start over, and then this happened. So sometimes we just... You know, have you heard artists say that the painting gets worse before it gets better? Oh, not or true or what word said. I'll tell you, I'm experiencing that today. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced that. Where your project or whatever got really bad, but somehow in the end, you saved it somehow. Or whatever your story is, I would love to hear it. I don't know. That looks pretty cool. It's subtle. I feel like I need to do... So my thing is, I don't know about you guys if you do color mixing. I use a lot of paint when I color mix. Yes, Roscoe. Okay, goodness. He wants to sit on my stool. I'm glad I introduced you guys to the puppies. Kind of got a little video of what my studio looks like. And what puppies are what. One of these days I'll have to get a video of Rollo, my big gray puppy. He likes to lay. He's really the only one that sleeps on the futon. But he'll be laying on his back and his feet are up in the air and he's just snoring away and it's so cute. But I think we all think our puppies are cute, don't we, when they're sleeping? Roscoe, you're going to have to hold on a minute because I don't want to stop just right at this moment. Well, you know, this is a kind of a cool background. So if one thing I could do with this page is scan it and then put it in Procreate and work on the saturation and you know, all that, and make it kind of like a background. What would you call that? A printable, like, you know, for a journal or something. This is what this kind of reminds me of, like a journal page, you know what I mean? Like a junk journal background page or something. So hey, you know, honestly, this video, this painting has turned out better like seconds ago. Well, not seconds ago. Near enough before I pulled the letters off, I was about to say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done today. It's not turning out. Why? But here I am going, you know what? It's not too bad. Just wish, well, now I'm kind of making up my own shapes. Okay, there's something there. I think we need a little more dark. Can't remember, but we'll just do this. Do some white here, maybe. Since I can't find my heart little cutout, it's probably in there somewhere in that pile. Just make my own. Add a little white to some of these, maybe. Maybe not. I think I need some more light green there. Okay, I could probably fiddle with this, with the highlights and the darks and stuff. But I think I'm going to leave this video. Finally, goodness, it's taken me probably over 2 hours to film this one. But thanks for sticking with me, guys, if you stayed this long. You guys are troopers. Yes, I know, I realize you didn't see the other part of the videos, but I guess that's going to be it. I will do a close-up here for you guys to see, get closer. But here it is. I don't know. I like it better than it was. Again, this is just my experimental journal. So what was it? Shapes? Shapes. Oops, sorry. You can kind of see the brush marks. Yeah, I think the brush marks are my favorite. Some of the letters. I like the colors. All right, my friends. You take care out there. And remember, whatever you're doing and wherever you are, I love you. Bye. Like my hands? See you next time. Bye.